new moms, parenting, and all to do with that. So today I have got this issue that I want to share with you guys, and so stay tuned. Yeah, stay tuned. New moms, stay tuned. And today I want us to discuss issues with new moms, especially mothers to be. These are very important tips for you. And here I'm going to talk today on miscarriages. I don't know why it's so common to, if it has not happened to you, you're so lucky. But most women, many women that I've talked to, at least they have either had 1 or 2 miscarriages, or even 3, even more than 3. I just don't know what's the logic behind it, but the biggest percentage of women who have ever carried babies, who have got children, they'll tell a story of either 1 or 2 miscarriages has ever happened to them. I don't know whether there are really a scientific reason for that, because you can find that maybe somebody you are refraining from all the things that you are told to stay away with. You're not taking drugs, you're not smoking, you're not drinking alcohol, you're not doing any of that, but you find maybe you just miscarry your baby. So I don't know the reason behind it, but let me just talk to a new mom who you are trying maybe to conceive. Take precautions of some of the following tips that I'm going to share with you, because it has ever happened to me. So it has ever happened to so many women. So also you, if you want to conceive, or you are planning to have babies, then take precaution on the following tips, because they may either help you or they may not. I cannot promise, but precaution is better than cure. So let's just jump in, and here I'm going to talk on what happened to me and why I miscarried my first 2. I had 2 miscarriages. The ones I remember, yeah, I think about 2 miscarriages. So, but then I came to realize there are some facts or some factors that led for me to miscarry. The first one of which I'm going to share. The first one, my first baby before this firstborn of mine. I miscarried that one, and the reason there, I was new in the boat of marriage life. So I was new there, and I was a little bit young, so I didn't know a thing. I was not so much a reading person. I was not so much of a person who finds information, because like now, at least for now, our generation, we have lots of information. We can find out a lot of issues. So, but for me, my first pregnancy, I had no idea. First of all, I conceived, and then I came to realize maybe it was 3 months. Yeah, it was 2 months going to the 3rd one, because I miscarried on the 3rd month. So I had no idea. I was not so informative. I didn't have much knowledge about pregnancy and things like. And that's why, if you're conceiving, please read a lot about pregnancy issues. Read a lot of what you're supposed to eat. Read a lot of what medication issues. Read a lot. You just be equipped. It will help you. Though they say that there is no scientific reason that they can say this is the reason for miscarriage, but there are so many things that you can try to do to avoid or to minimize the risk of miscarriages. So I'm just going to talk on my own experiences, what happened to me, so that I miscarried. First of all, as I've said, the first thing I lacked information. I was not so much informed about pregnancy. First of all, I was waiting for I waited for 1.5 years to be pregnant. So I was just so eager, waiting. When will I conceive? When will I conceive? I tried. We tried with my husband. We tried for 1 year. It went nil. Then half a year, it went nil. So when it was going to the 7th month of the 2nd year, it's where I conceived. So when I conceived, first of all, I didn't realize. So I stayed for 2 months without knowing anything, because everything was just like normal. I didn't have all those. Maybe I had them, but then I was not so much, because I was not so much informative. So I didn't really take so much caution or precaution on that. So after the third month, the second month, I realized. Then the third month, no, the second month, then going to the third month is the time that I realized I was pregnant. So for me, Paul, aifungi. Yeah, so for me, on the third month, when I realized that I was pregnant, yeah, everything became normal. I was excited about it. I told my husband, we were all happy about the baby. In the third month now, you can really feel your belly is different from. So I started knowing that okay, I'm pregnant, but I didn't stop some of the things. And this is the one of the reasons that really, really caused me to miscarry my first pregnancy is on medication. You know that I realized afterwards that when you are pregnant, you have to be very, very cautious on any medication that you take. And for us, like in our African continent, you can just go to any pharmacist and then you buy medicine and then you take. You go to any pharmacy store, you buy medicine and you take if you're having headache, if you're having fever and things like. So for me, I didn't have that information of medication. So what I did, I had some infection. I had some urinary infection, something, the UTIs. So I had that. Not knowing, poor me, I just went to the pharmacy and I explained to that lady that, you know what, I'm pregnant, but the UTI is killing me. I'm feeling so bad. Going to pee is just so something very difficult. And afterwards I realized that UTI is something common to pregnant women, especially in Africa. It's so common. You find that you are. But there's this medication which I came to realize later after my second and third pregnancy, that because it came like after the third pregnancy, I started getting UTIs and everything, but I could go, they give me the right medicine and then I take. So to cut story short, I went to that lady and got medication for UTI. My dear, I came home, I told my husband, him having also little knowledge, he was like, okay, you take your medication. And then after your medication is finished, because I was given a dosage of 3 days, after your medication is finished, if the UTI continues, then you will go to the hospital. My dear, I took the medication and she gave me a very strong, I think if it was maybe somewhere I could have sued that lady because she's the one who caused my miscarriage. So what I did, I took the medication, not knowing that it was very dangerous to the fetus. Very. So I took it the first day, the second day, and the third day because the dosage was for 3 days. I took it for 3 days. My dear, the fourth day, I started feeling bad. I was like, I'm feeling my belly is hurting. I don't know what's happening. I feel like I'm having cramps, but the cramps were becoming stronger and stronger. I was like, what's happening? So the fourth day, the fifth day, then I think on the sixth day, I'm not so sure. But then some days later, I started seeing some blood coming. Like, it started like spotting, bleeding. I was bleeding. Then I told my husband, what's happening to me? I'm spotting. I'm seeing some blood. Then I was like, is this something serious? The first day I was like, no, it's not serious because just some drops. But then the pain started going stronger and stronger. I was like, no, there's something wrong here. So in the night, when the pain became so strong, I was like, my husband, no, this is not right. I think I'm having so much pain, so let's just go to the hospital. Going to the hospital, the first thing the doctor asked me, have you taken any medication? I was like, yes. What medication? I was having UTI. I started explaining to the doctor. I told the doctor the medicine. The doctor was like, what? Who gave you this medicine? So to cut the story short, the doctor just told me straight away, I think you're going to miscarry. I was so upset. I was like, what's happening? But then the pain started continuing. So what the doctor said, just let me give you this medicine so that you can clear it, because definitely you're going to miscarry. So I was given again medication to clear out so everything came out. I started bleeding, having, miscarriages. You get that blood in clothes. I think it's that poor baby was already forming and everything. So I started bleeding heavily. Clothes, like big clothes were coming. So the doctor's like, yeah, you're miscarrying. You have miscarried. So, my dear new moms, today I just want to encourage you, if you are conceiving, please on the issue of medication, it's a very serious issue. It's the major cause of somebody to miscarry if you take your medicine wrongly. If you take your medicine wrongly, there are highest probability of you miscarrying your baby. So there are other factors, but today I just wanted to explain what happened to me. That is what happened to me. That's how I miscarried my first child at the age of 3 months. Then but it was because of the medication and because of lack of knowledge. I didn't have enough information about medication. So my dear, there are so many other factors, maybe drinking alcohol, smoking, your diet should be proper, your medication, because there are those who are having other maybe illnesses or chronic issues, chronic diseases that they're supposed to be taking, to be under medication throughout their pregnancy. But please, seek medical advice. Be under a doctor's supervision on which medication to take, on which medication not to take. Medicine are very dangerous for your pregnancy. So if you're conceiving or you're planning to conceive, please, this issue of medication is a very serious issue. It has happened to me, so I just wanted. This is my personal experience. So it should be. What's up, Paul? Ngoja. So you should be very thankful to me. I'm sharing you my personal information, because this is exactly what happened to me for my first miscarriage. The second, because I miscarried twice. The second one, I think it just happened. I don't have a particular reason for it. I think, as they say, there is no really a cause for me, because I miscarried twice, as I've said, but I don't know the real cause of that. But I remember the first one. The first one, really, I remember it was that medication that I took. I went to that pharmacy and bought for UTI. And then I took, after taking that dosage for 3 days. After the days after, this is what happened. So even if you can tell me that maybe it was not that medication, maybe you had just your issues. But then what happened immediately after taking the medication? So for me, my experience, and this is my personal story that I've shared to you. So please, a new mom, a mom who is trying to conceive, if you have conceived, congratulations, but take care and please take caution of the medication that you're taking. It has happened to me, and that's what I'm sharing with you. Clear? Thank you. Today is only that for today. I have a lot to share. I'll be sharing a lot of more stories. So stay tuned. Those who haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Those who haven't liked, please share, comment, and all that. This is my channel. Here we discuss a lot of issues concerning mothers, first-time mamas, pregnant mamas in general, and children upbringing. Thank you so much. Hope you have enjoyed this episode for today. Thank you, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. My kisses.